to the channel. Alright, so I have to get into this door handle situation, but I'm going to do it a little different than normal. Instead of being on the car where you can't really see this and can't see that and you're just trying to guess through it, I'm going to assume you've already got the door panel off. If you don't, I got a video on it to see how to do it. But now let's pretend you're down to the actual door lock mechanism. And basically what happens is, a lot of times on these focuses, you'll basically be pulling, there'll be nothing there at all. If that's the case with yours, it's important that you watch this video to make sure you actually get the right part. Because a lot of times it's not the door handle at all, it's actually the keeper on the back. So, how this works here is, see what happened was, if you were looking back inside of this is the back plate sitting into the car. And this is what you would see. You would see that, and you see a cable going down here, another one coming over here, and that's all you would really see. There's a T20 screw here and a T20 screw here. You just take those two T20s out, and this handle is ready to come out. Okay? That's it. Next thing you would do to gain access to all of this, this is your locking mechanism on the side of the door. It has 3 T27s. Go ahead and remove those. This is all going to come out as one single unit. So it's just 3 T27s, 2 T20s. This is a T20 as well. And then this right here pops out. See it? It's got the little clasp here that hooks. So anyway, you pop it out, and basically you'll be sitting at a unit that looks something like this. If I can get this done here correctly. See, it kind of snaps into place at the top of here. And of course this hook is for right there, and there's a hook for the back. So it's sitting like this. Meanwhile, take these 2 screws out, the T20s, and that's going to put you at the front. And how this comes apart is, you just open this handle, take you a flathead, and push this up. And why does that work? I'll show you real quick. See, that's where the T20 screw holds this on. And the back side is one of the fasteners. So when you pick that handle up, flat hand it, and it'll pop up like so. It'll just kind of come up. How this handle right here attaches, there's a groove right here, you see it? Mm-hmm. Well, guess I'm not the most talented door handle installer. So this right here slides back onto that. There you go. So after this piece is out, slide this one forward. There it goes. And this piece is out, and this is what you'll be looking at. Now, what goes bad with these? Good question. I thought you'd never ask. Did they ask, Lolly?
No, they didn't ask.
Well, the first thing you want to check, this is an old one right here. I've already replaced this part, but I had this laying around, use it for example. If you move this tab right here and it doesn't bounce back, that's a bad sign. Okay, that's a problem with the spring. Looking at the spring, the spring is actually not where it's supposed to be located on this one. Alright, so that's what's wrong with that. So you could have a spring issue, or see this leg right here? They have a tendency to break. Here's a broken one. See the difference? And how does that work? I'm glad you asked. Remember this handle? Hold on. Okay, now this handle, I got it slid back on. You see it right there. Oh, got pressure all of a sudden. I can feel that spring pulling it. So, the black tabs right here that actually pull this, I'm sorry, you see it right here. You see the kind of like lip right here. It's actually catching that arm, and that's how it works. So a lot of people end up going and buying a $70 door handle. They don't need it, and all they really needed was this back plate. Or if you don't want to replace the back plate and you just want to go down to the junkyard and get you a new one of these out of a handle, that's okay too. All you would really do is take this pin, push it backwards, take a pair of pliers and wiggle it out, and you can actually change it. As you see, I actually took this one out. As far as installation, it would work like this. You would have this whole unit reassembled back out here like it's supposed to go, kind of like this. We'll reassemble it and reattach the both of the rods there. Now, what else is important is if you do end up getting a back plate, you're going to have to remove the your key switch. No problem. So how you do that is you line them up perfectly. See, I got them perfect like that. So we want to make sure we have the right orientation for everything. Of course, the trick is to this is there really is no wrong way to do this, as far as it's only going to go back on one way. We want to get a little bit under that lip. Alright. And we know that it goes just like that. So we'll just sit it right here. It can be kind of tough. Alright, pause. Let me get some quickie lubey. Okay, so I was sitting it in there and got a little bit on there. Now look, you got a couple little tabs. You got this one right here at the top. And you got one here on the side. Can you see that, camera?
Yes.
Pull that back and slide it out. Now remember, we want the same exact orientation. So that's how it came out. Now, this is how it has to go back in. But notice, there's only one way it really can go back in. You see they got different size grooves in there that match the key lock cylinder. So, let's see if we can get on back down there and make this happen. And we have. Now remember the same orientation on this side. I don't feel like that's actually caught. I guess it did. There you go. Snap back in place. We're good to go. Now we're going to take and put these rods back on. This one right here to me is always the tricky one because... Can you watch that camera? Are you watching this?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to kind of slide it back into place. You guys come over here. Before I can actually get this next one in, I'm going to have to... Can you see this?
Yes.
So I'm going to slap it back over there. Move this over. Okay, guys. So now we're ready to rumble. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to go put this whole unit back in place, and then I'm going to assemble. When I get it back out there, I will slide this back in place and lock it. Anyway, I hope this was educational. I know it's a little different than the normal dark area you can't see anything in. But that's exactly why I did it. I wanted you to really get a feel for what you need. And like I said, you probably literally just have a broken arm on this tab here, just like this one. So they're probably, the cheap way to do this would be go to the junkyard and any of the Focuses, doesn't matter, 4-door, 2-door, doesn't matter. They all have the same door handles. And you can remove just this piece, and you could probably do it for less than $1. As far as the back plate, I bought the whole back plate at the junkyard, and that was about $4. Now what it costs from the factory, I don't know. I'm not sure. You could get them, you probably could get them at an aftermarket parts store. I'm just one of those guys that always fix their own stuff, so I don't really keep up with their prices. But if you're in a situation, it's not that bad. You can fix it. You can do it yourself. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to let me know, and I'll be right on it to help you out. No problem. Meanwhile, what else, Lolly?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Support your military. Give us the fingers. Give us 2 fingers. I don't care. How you like my new clone phrase? Give us the finger. Hey, we were just talking about that movie Insidious. Yeah, I'm going to leave you on that note. That's a scary movie. I'm going to tell y'all right now, it ain't nothing Christian about it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anyway, kids, love you. See you next time. Carman's out. Bye.